In any major sport or even esport, winning the World Championship or the final tournament of the year essentially is a great achievement. Everyone should be aspiring to reach that goal at the end of the year. And that end of the year just happens to be right now. The wildcard stage starts in 23 hours, according, by the time you see it, it'll be less. But regardless, it's tomorrow. Throughout recent history, a phenomena has been sweeping the sports industry known as a Mickey run. Started predominantly in 2020. There have been discourse about whether or not fraudulent runs and everything happened before, but the term Mickey run has been circulating a while because LeBron James, and the Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA championship in the bubble in Orlando at Disney World. The Los Angeles Dodgers also won a Mickey ring because of the MLB season in 2020 getting cut in half and everything like that. People were calling Envy or Optic now their top 3 finish in the spring split, one of those regionals, a Mickey run because of the teams that they had to play weren't as strong as the teams they normally would have to play. So today, we're going to take a look at all 24 teams at the RLCS World Championship, and if they win, it's just a Mickey run. Now we're going to start with 0-1 Esports. We're going to go in alphabetical order here. 0-1, they're numbers, not really a letter. We're just going to get them out of the way. If they win, it's because they got Mina plot armor. At the end of the day, Mina is the new darling child of the RLCS, so 0-1 Esports wins. It's all because of that. Just too much plot armor for 0-1 Esports. Up next is BDS. If BDS win, essentially, they'll put them as the best team in the world because not only did they win the World Championship, they're the only team to win 2 major tournaments this year. We have 3 different major winners. If one of those teams wins this World Championship, they are undeniably the best team in the world. And also, the biggest tell-all whether or not you had a Mickey run in this tournament is the player who was donned Mickey Moon. BDS, you got Monkey Moon? I'm sorry, but that's Mickey Moon to me. Bravado, if they win, Daisy, right? Like, it's scripted for me because I like Daisy, right? Daisy, my goat. Daisy, my guy. It's just scripted. Also, they were intentionally throwing against Prestige. I don't know if you guys saw the scrim/show match kind of thing that between Bravado and Prestige. That was just, a little ego booster for Prestige. Bravado, come on, guys. It's scripted. Now, Dignitas is an interesting one. If they win, it's all to push forward the legacy of Scrub is greater than Justin. Ever since the dawn of time, Scrubkilla has been this RLCS prodigy in EU. Justin was his antithesis in NA. Who was going to be better at the end of their career, Scrubkilla or Justin? They both have 1 championship right now. If Scrubkilla and Dignitas win this, that would put him ahead of Justin in terms of legacy. Endpoint, they had a Mickey run to groups, guys. Like, Seiko carried them in the online stage for fall and winter. So they didn't really have to perform as well as they needed to in the spring split with their new player Archie. Mickey run to groups, just not as much competition to go through in the Swiss stage. Doesn't count in my book. Up next, you have Falcons. Like, same thing with 0-1 Esports. You got Mina plot armor. Everyone and their mother loves the Mina region. Understandably so. But you can't deny the plot armor there.
Olympic Park from here. Unbelievable. The crowd full.
And also, they follow a similar pattern to Moist Esports. Moist was the runner-up at the Winter Major, losing to G2. After that, the next major tournament they play in, that's on LAN, they win. Falcons, they lose in the RLCS Spring Major in the Grand Finals to Moist. What are they going to do next RLCS LAN they attend? Probably win it. That's why it'd be a Mickey run. It's all scripted. FaZe, they're like the Yankees and the Dodgers. They can just buy whatever they want. It doesn't really matter. They can fix games with all the money that their organization has. First Killer, First GM, AJ, and Sipical. We know what you guys are doing. You're buying out the eSport observers in your games to throw the games for you. I already see it happening. Now we have Furia. And Furia, Yanks, I don't know what to tell you guys, but if Furia win, it's a Mickey run because Yanks is simply hacking. There's no way this dude can be this good at Rocket League in 3v3 and 2v2 and 1v1 and just dominate the entire pitch all the time. Something's up. Something's not right there. I'm just going to take this moment, preface, this is all sarcasm. I don't know if you guys know this YouTube channel, Barry McCockiner, great name, does mainly sports content. I really like his style of content in his videos, so this video is heavily inspired by that. Please do not take this in any serious way at all. This is all just in good fun and in jest. Now back to it. We have G2 Esports up next. Like I said earlier, BDS won a major, G2 won a major. If they win, they're the best team in the world, undeniably, and they're my team. I obviously paid my entire life savings to Psyonix to fix the games for G2. Now we have Gaming Gladiators. They're playing with a sub. Commutator is going to play instead of Abs Crazy because Abs Crazy is still having visa issues, to my knowledge. He's the next Turbo. It's plain and simple. It was scripted from the beginning that any team playing with a sub in this event is likely to win because Turbo buff. Next we have Carmine Corp. If they lose, we threaten them ratioing the entirety of RLCS. So every team is going to throw against them in order to not get ratioed. Next we have Moist. Same thing, G2 BDS. They are a major winner. They've got so much plot armor by being everyone's favorite team. So Moist Esports, if you win, I hate to tell you this, it doesn't really count. Up next, we have NRG. And just like I said with Dignitas, it is just to further push home the legacy of Justin is greater than Scrubkilla. Both at one World Championship right now. If Justin comes out on top, he will undoubtedly be the better player than Scrubkilla all time and be NA's sweetheart once again. No twit longer after this one either. The Orlando Pirates are up next, and I'm telling you, Graybeard has probably cursed the entirety of the RLCS with some sort of curse meta tweet or something going on there. Graybeard is a big fan of the Orlando Pirates. Obviously, he's an SSA boy. Shout out Graybeard. But if they win, it's all curse meta thanks to Graybeard. Up next, we have Optic Gaming. Turbo Coach Buff. That's all I need to say. It's just Turbo. 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 The most winningest World Championship player of all time. He's going after his 5th, but as a coach now. He's like Steve Kerr. Now we have Pioneers. I hate to tell you this, guys, but Banana Head's boost is super distracting, and he's gonna make sure Super Locky and Scrub use the boost that he plays in to ensure that everyone on the field is distracted, and they're just gonna be running that the entire time and hopefully clog up the servers with their boost, and they're just gonna make every team forfeit. Next we have Renegades. If Renegades wins, it's all to get CJ on the desk next season, because once Renegades wins a World Championship, CJ is going to retire, no doubt in my mind, and he's gonna be a full-time desk analyst, host, whatever you want to call it, just a desk personality, and we know that's what Psyonix wants, because I would not be surprised if the ratings went through the roof every time CJ is on the desk. Now we have Team Secret. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have much dirt on Team Secret, and this part might get a little cringy because I have to bring up Fortnite. Team Secret had FaZe Mongrel before he was FaZe Mongrel. I'm sure when FaZe bought him out from Team Secret, they got so much freaking cash because Fortnite was paying it out like no tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to use some of that money, just like how FaZe is doing, to fix some games, to buy some games in favor of Sad, Knight, and Math. No doubt in my mind, Secret is fixing games. Up next, we have Semper. I don't have a good reason. I just don't really like them. Up next is SSG, and we all know Retals' YouTube career is taking off right before our eyes, just like his pro career is reaching new heights. With all his YouTube money, he has paid out every single team here to throw their games so that way his new We Won Worlds comms video would go absolutely nuclear on YouTube. Make sure to sub to Retals. Great content. Now, the club is up next, and for a second, they were the Stoner Ape Club, not just the club, and so that means they associated with NFTs, which means they had a bunch of money whenever those were popping off. So once again, it's just teams with a lot of money fixing games against their opponents, making them throw, making them lose, in order for them to receive payout. The club bought out their wins. If Tokyo Verde win the RLCS 2021-2022 World Championship, it's because realize. Up next is Veloce. Again, MENA darling. That's just like, at the end of the day, MENA, you're the new favorite region, all of RLCS. NA, who, EU, what, OCE, whatever. You guys get it. Now, before we get into the very last one, I do want to say thank you for anybody who is still here at this point in the video. This is something very different from the normal content that I typically do. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Off-season content is going to look sometimes like this. Last but not least, version 1. If they win, it was fixed for Wid to farm Twitter impressions at the end of the day. Wid, Twitter overlord of Rocket League Twitter, spawned out of nowhere and has just gone nuclear on Twitter. So V1 win, it's to farm impressions. Again, thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if I said something that offended you, please remember, all sarcasm. Bye!